Eby, everything you bring into this room belongs here. Do you understand that?
Yes.
I don't think you do yet, but you will. Before the fertility journey, who was Eby? She was certain. That is the word. I knew exactly who I was. I had a plan: career, marriage, children, in that order. The first pregnancy test was negative. I remember staring at it, thinking it had to be a mistake. Then another month passed, was negative, and another. I handled everything like a project: research, appointments, next steps. I became efficient at my own heartbreak.
What were you afraid would happen if you stopped?
I was afraid I would stop hoping. And if I stopped hoping, I wasn't sure I would continue.
Tell me about the injections.
Every morning, before sunrise, I sat alone in the bathroom, preparing a needle, terrified. And then I would get up, make breakfast, answer emails, smile, as if nothing happened. I saw him with another woman. They were laughing, the way we used to laugh. I went home, put dinner in the microwave, and said nothing.
What did saying nothing cost you?
A piece of my heart, every day after that.
What brought you here today?
My son. When I look at him, I see everything I fought for and everything I buried. He deserves a mother who is whole, not a mother who only survived.
You carried something extraordinary, but extraordinary does not mean you had to carry it alone. Strength is not the absence of need.
How do I stop being angry? Don't force anger away. Anger is information. It tells us the wound still needs to be witnessed. Thank you both for being here. I want to acknowledge that this is not a small thing for either of you. In our culture, sitting in a room like this with a professional,
that takes courage. This is not a courtroom. Nobody is on trial. This is a space where two people who chose each other decide how they want to move forward together. Emeka, I would like to start with you today. Eby has done significant work in her individual sessions. Today I want to hear your truth.
Where do I even begin?
Begin where it started for you.
My family. That's where it started. 2 years into our marriage, the questions never stopped. Every Christmas, every wedding. My family kept asking, when will the children come? Every Christmas, every burial. Every family gathering, I smiled. I told everyone God's time. But inside, I carried every word. And after a while, I started believing those voices. They became louder than mine. I'm ashamed of that. I pulled away. I stopped asking how you were. I stopped going to appointments. I told myself I was giving you space. But that wasn't true. I didn't know how to carry your pain because it reminded me of mine. And instead of standing beside you, I walked away. I'm deeply ashamed of that.
Eby saw you with another woman.
Yes, I betrayed you. I looked for comfort outside our marriage while you needed me the most. I was a coward. I chose what was easy when you were carrying what was hardest. Eby, I'm sorry. Not because I expect forgiveness, and not because I deserve another chance. I'm sorry because I finally understand what I did. Not the kind of sorry that hopes everything can go back to the way it was. I'm talking about the kind of sorry that finally understands the damage it caused. I failed you. When you needed me the most, I wasn't there. I left you to carry a burden that should have been ours. I can't change what I did. I can't take away the pain I caused. But I will never pretend it didn't happen. I need you to know that man is not the man I want to be. And he is not the husband you deserved. I don't expect your forgiveness today. I only hope that one day my actions will speak louder than this apology.
Eby, you've spoken a lot about leaving the house. What did it feel like when you discovered the affair?
It felt like my whole world just came crashing down.
The cheating hurt, but it wasn't the deepest wound. The deepest wound was feeling alone. I kept hoping you'd reach for my hand.
I felt you drifting further away. I never stopped loving you. I simply stopped believing I mattered. I need to know that you truly understand what that loneliness cost me.
What does healing look like now?
It looks like choosing you every day, in every appointment, in every difficult season.
They told him to leave me and find someone who could give him children. But here is what I know now, what I would tell every woman sitting in a hospital waiting room, holding a number and a hope. Your body is not your enemy. Your story is not finished. The miracle is not cancelled. It is just not yet. I separated from my husband, not because I stopped loving him, but because I needed to know the difference between choosing him and settling for him. And when I went back whole. Healing is not an event, it is a practice, step by step, day by day, choice by choice. And some mornings, like this one, you stand at the window with everything you prayed for in your arms.